Let's find all the six trigonometric ratios of angle K and angle M. So let's recall all the six trigonometric ratios and the parts of a right triangle with a given acute angle. All right. So we have six trigonometric ratios. Let's start first with the basics or the three common trigonometric ratios. And these are sine theta is equal to opposites all over the hypotenuse. Cosine theta is equal to adjacent all over the hypotenuse. Then we have for tangent theta, which is opposite all over adjacent. These are the three common trigonometric ratios. The other three are the reciprocals for each of the trigonometric function given here. So the reciprocal of sine is cosecant theta. So the ratio for this one is hypotenuse all over opposite. Then we have secant theta, which is the reciprocal of sine. So this will give you hypotenuse all over adjacent. A- And lastly, we have cotangent theta, which is, just like for the rest of the trigonometric functions, the reciprocal of tangent theta, which is adjacent all over opposite. All right? So we're going to find the value of each of the trigonometric functions by its equivalent ratio. But we must first know the parts of the right triangle. Like, let's have a recall. So let's just say this is the right triangle, right? And then we, of course, have a right angle. And then let's just say we have a given angle here, right? This is the given angle. Now, what are the parts of the right triangle? Commonly, there are two parts. One, hypotenuse, which is the longest side, which is commonly the diagonal side. So this is your hypotenuse. Second, the legs. These two, these two, the height and the base, these are your legs. Why these are your legs. Now, for the legs, they have specific names, but that depends on the angle given or the angle you're referring to. So, we have a given acute angle here. So, if this is the given acute angle, so what would it be? Like, okay, what of it? So, the base here, which is below or the downside of the right triangle, this one is your adjacent. Why is it called adjacent? Because it is beside to the angle. Well, how about the vertical side, the height of the right triangle? It's not beside here, right? So what do you call that? That is what you call the opposite side, all right? So the reason why we're going to recall this, because the first thing we're going to do is we're going to label the parts of this right triangle with a given angle, all right? A given acute angle, actually. So let's erase this one. Let's start first with if we're going to focus with angle K, this one. We're going to focus at this part, all right? This part, angle K, all right? So if we have angle K as our referred angle or the angle that we're focusing on, then what are the parts of the right triangle? So let's start first with the easiest, the hypotenuse. This is your hypotenuse, your 42 units. Now, 27. You see, the vertical side of the right triangle is beside angle K. Beside angle K. So that's already a clue where this part is your adjacent. And lastly, for 32 units, since it's not beside angle K, this is your opposite. That's it. Now, because of that, we can now find the trigonometric ratios for angle K and for angle L. For angle, no, no, wait. For angle K only, forgive me. So let me erase the theta here, right? Because the theta here will be represented as letter K since we're looking for angle K, all right? So sine sine of angle K, all right? K, then K, then K, all right? So let's find the ratio for each trigonometric function. Let's start first with sine. So here for sine k, we have opposite all over hypotenuse. So here your opposite is your 32 and your hypotenuse is 42. We can leave this as your answer or we can simplify it. I do believe that this is actually divisible by 2. Let me check, right? Let me just get my calculator on my phone. So 32 divided by 42. So let me take a look. Yes, it is in fact divisible by 2. So 32 divided by 2 will give you 16. And 42 divided by 2 will give you 21. So instead of having 32 all over 42, we will have instead 16 all over 21. All right? That's for your sine. Now for cosine. For cosine, we will have adjacent, which is 27 units. All over your hypotenuse, that is 42. I think they are both divisible by 3. Let's take a look. Right? 27 divided by 42. Right? Yes, it is in fact divisible by 3. So these two numbers are divisible by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9, and 42 divided by 3 is 14. Therefore, instead of writing 27 all over 42, we can simply rewrite this as 9 all over 14. All right? Now for tangent, we have opposite all over adjacent. So this would be 32. Am I right? Yeah, 32 all over your adjacent, which is 27. Now, are they both divisible by 3 or no? Let me check. 32 divided by 27. Nope. So we can just leave this as our final answer for tangent. Now for cosecant, well, yeah, the same thing. Just simply substitute. That's all what we're going to do here. Just simple as what we just did here on the first three. Substitution. All right? Or to give you a technique, cosecant is just reverse of sine, right? Sine is O all over H. For cosecant is H all over O because the reciprocal of sine is cosecant. So meaning the ratio or the fraction is interchanged. So instead of having 16 all over 21, we will have 21 all over 16. Okay? So likewise, for the cosine, we have a all over h. For secant is h all over a. So just exchange the positions. We will have 14 all over 9. And lastly, likewise for the cotangent. So for tangent, we have 32 all over 27. So interchange it. Your cotangent will have 27. Wait, yeah, 27 all over 32. And these are your trigonometric functions, I know function, trigonometric ratios of angle A. Now, how about for angle M? Right? How about for angle M? So let's copy all the trigonometric ratios here. Right? Let me just no wait, I'll just put it here. I'll just put it here. All right, for angle M. Angle M for angle K. Right? And now we're going to interchange. We're going to erase, sorry. We're going to erase the answers here. All right. There we go. And we will interchange the angle theta to M. All right. So we will have sine M, cosine M, tangent M, cosecant M, secant M, and cotangent M. All right. So we're going to find all the 6 trigonometric ratios of angle M. So this one, right? This one. So if that's the case, then what would be the parts of your right triangle? All right. So assume that we're not going to focus at this part, but only this part, angle M. All right. So what happens is that, let's start with the easiest one. Of course, the longest side is still your hypotenuse. But look at the base. The base here, or line segment LM, is beside angle M. It's beside angle M. Therefore, your 32 here is not opposite but rather adjacent, okay, for angle M. And since 27 units is not beside angle M, therefore this is your opposite. Okay? So I hope you guys will not be confused here. Because remember, we are finding the six trigonometric ratios at angle M, not at angle A. So at angle M, your 32 is adjacent and your opposite is 27. Now we can simply substitute them. So for your sine, opposite all over hypotenuse. So your opposite is 27 all over your hypotenuse, which is 42. And both of them are divisible by 3. It's just similar as cosine here actually. So 27 all over 42, this is 9 all over 14. So we can simply rewrite the answer as 9 all over 14. Next, for your cosine, we have adjacent all over hypotenuse. So you have 32 all over 42. And both of them are divisible by 2. So we can rewrite this as 16 all over 21. Oh, wait. No, 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 no. Not that blue, red, red. Right? 16 all over 21. Now for your tangent, we have opposite all over adjacent. So this would be 27 all over 32. There we go. I think it's just the same as cotangent, am I right? Cotangent for K. Yeah, yeah. All right. So next we have cosecant. So just switch the position of your trigonometric ratio of sine. So we can just have 14 all over 9. All right. For secant theta, hypotenuse all over adjacent. So we can have 21 all over 16. And lastly, for your cotangent, we will have 32 all over 27. And these are your answers. The six trigonometric ratios of angle M. All right, so let me just drag it down here. All right. No, no, no. Let me just, yeah, much better. All right. So this is for your angle M, and this is for your angle M. Oh, wait, no, this is angle M, this is angle K. Forgive me. Oh my God. Right. That's so careless of me. All right. So these are your answers.